Chances are, if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering what the hell does an 18-year-old know about crypto? You'd be surprised to realize, one, I know a little bit. Two, I've been investing for about 3 months since the beginning of 2024. And three, if you do your research, research is research and it's not about age at all. So, as you probably clicked on the title of this video, it's my 18-year-old, guide to crypto. I want to keep things simple today. I won't go too into the nitty-gritty, but I realized that I've probably explained the concept of crypto to at least 5 people. I went to the gym today and I started to, go on my same old tangent of what crypto is and why you should invest in it. I always have conversations with my dad, who's kind of like an old school investor and doesn't like crypto. And I bring up pretty valid points, but he's just old and retired, so he doesn't really want to risk all that. But if you're 18, my main point is we're 18, we're working minimum wage ass jobs. Once we're 30 and, maybe you get an actual good job and it pays you fat checks, like that's the real money. The minimum wage money that we're making right now is ain't shit, You're not going to become a millionaire stacking $1,000 paychecks every 2 weeks, because that's where I've been, right? So I realized that in the grand scheme of things, this 18-year-old salary is kind of much chump change. No one's going to want to pay 18-year-old, a big salary because he's 18, right? And I know there's a lot of young guys out there, 15, 16, 17, and this video is directed towards you. So, in my opinion, crypto, investing into it, it's kind of like just an alternate savings account, right? With these good high-yield savings account, you're going to be making 5% every month of interest, and that's good, but it's not great. You're not going to turn your investment to $1 million, and I'm sure a lot of you really want that instant gratification, right? And crypto, instead of getting 5% a month, you could easily be looking at 30% gains, 20% gains, 15% gains a month, right? And you just keep reinvesting, And right now, it's March 26, 2024. I'm making this video right now. I have around $6,000 of cryptocurrency invested into my account. I'm going to update this video in a year, let you know if I invest any more, but I'm sticking around this area because this is what I'm comfortable with. And I'm predicting that $6,000 investment will be upwards of 20K, if even more, I'm not going to draw my whole portfolio. I'll do that in another video. I'll make videos about certain coins and which ones I like and shit. But let's get into the Bitcoin halving. What the fuck is the Bitcoin halving? Everyone's talking about it on Twitter. Everyone's saying, oh, it's going to happen and Bitcoin's going to go up, right? So let's make it simple. Bitcoin and Ethereum is like Xbox and PlayStation. Solana is over here. It's like the Nintendo Switch, right? On these platforms, you can build games. So let's call Xbox, you have Bitcoin, right? You could do shit with Bitcoin, and that's like your Halo, right? You can do shit with Ethereum, like make memes like Doge and Shiba, right? And that's like your I said PlayStation, that's like your Spider-Man game, right? And you can make Solana, you can do shit on Solana, right? And that's like your Super Mario on Switch, right? So these are the layer 1s, and these are the layer 2s. Layer 2s being things like memes, projects that are built on these big layer 1 platforms. So that's good to remember. And usually, if the ecosystem of these layer 1s, which is like what's built on it, what's being talked about it, what's the projection of it in the news, usually if the ecosystem is buzzing, like Solana is right now, that's why Solana meme coins are getting crazy and out of hand. Like you heard of Floki and Bonk and fucking Mew and all this shit. They're all going crazy, because people are realizing that Ethereum, it has crazy gas fees. A gas fee is what you pay per transaction. So if I wanted to send you $20 of Ethereum, I literally would have to pay like $40 to send the $20, And that shit sucks, because who wants to pay $40 to send $20? Something ridiculous like that, right? So with Solana, if I send you $20, it'll probably cost me 50 cents to send you $20. And that's one of the downsides with crypto. There's gas fees, right? But the grand scheme of things, the volatility of crypto is way higher than stocks, but we'll get into that later. So anyways, what I was saying about the halving, right? When you mine a Bitcoin, I'm sure you heard, oh, I mine Bitcoin, I make hella Bitcoin, right? What they're actually doing, they're decrypting the blockchain. A blockchain is a big puzzle, basically, right? When you mine it, you're solving this big puzzle. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of money to fund the computers to use the energy. You know what I'm saying? But the reward at the end is the X, right? It's what you get, it's how much Bitcoin you get, right? So with the halving event, that X amount of Bitcoin that you get, it cuts in half. So if you're making 3 Bitcoin per mine, now you're making 1.5 Bitcoin per mine. It's pretty simple when you think about it like that. One thing about Bitcoin is there's 21 million Bitcoin total. You know, so when you hear about BlackRock buying up hella Bitcoin, right? They're buying it and there's no more supply, right? So eventually there's gonna be no more supply of Bitcoin. And if you are 15, maybe you haven't taken economics in high school yet, but the first thing you learn about in economics class, like an AP Econ class or a college level class, is about supply and demand, right? Here's your supply and demand graph, right? It's pretty simple. Downward is demand, because D for down, right? So this one goes down and supply goes up, right? On this axis, you have price, and on this axis, you have quantity, right? So if BlackRock is buying all the quantity, therefore the supply goes down. It shifts to the left, right? Meaning you're going this way, so less quantity, right? But the price is this way, right? So when you go like this, the quantity goes down, but the price goes up. It's simple economics, right? And that's why a lot of people think that when the supply goes down, not just with the halving, right? But when fucking big suppliers buy up all the Bitcoin, there's only 21 million, like I said. It's like, what happens if there's no more gold? You know, what happens if all the gold is bought by different countries? You know, price is going to skyrocket. When there's a low supply, there's usually high demand. And with Bitcoin being so much in the news recently and in the media, and it's all mainstream, right? When you have low supply of Bitcoin, it's going to get out in articles, it's going to get out in the news, right? Imagine today on ABC 11, they say, Bitcoin supply has run out. People are going to see that and be like, oh, I missed my chance. You know, all the Jeffries out there are going to be like, oh, I missed my chance. You know, now I should just buy it for the sake of it, right? But if you're watching this video right now, I want you to know that you're still early, right? Bitcoin hasn't even halved yet. Bitcoin halves on April 18th, you know? So we still have time. If you build up your portfolio right now, like I built up my portfolio in February, right? I've been in the game for a few months, right? Right now it's still early. You know, the bull run is supposed to be, once Bitcoin halves, right? Historically, over the past 3 halvings, right? Bitcoin, here's the halving date. Bitcoin's fluctuated, which is what's doing now. Like last week it was at 60K and now it's at 70K. So it's fluctuating, right? Due to all this mayhem before, all this mess, right? But if you get in at a good point, probably like here or here, doesn't even matter, right? Once it hits this point, April 18th, the halving date, I think it might be the 22nd now, they might have changed it, right? Historically, in the past, it got to the halving date, boom, shoots up, boom, shoots up, boom, shoots up, right? And now there's so much awareness about Bitcoin that so many people are gonna watch these types of videos and wanna get in on it, right? So I'm telling you now, once Bitcoin halves, it might take a couple months, it might take a month, it might take a day, right? It's gonna go up. It's gonna go fucking up, right? But keep in mind that for you to double your money in Bitcoin, Bitcoin has to hit 140K, 120K, right? That's why a lot of people like Solana meme coins, right? Like I said, Solana, you don't pay any gas fees pretty much, right? So when you buy a meme coin on Solana and it goes from 1 cent to 2 cents, you just doubled your money, right? You put $100 in, it goes from 1 penny to 2 pennies, now you have $200. So that's how a lot of people are really making money in crypto, and that's what I just got into, and I think it's really interesting. You know, you have your dogs, you have your cats, and it all sounds stupid, mind my language, right? But when you see the results, you don't think it's stupid anymore. You're like, wow. A tip that I could give you is make sure these coins actually have a market cap and liquidity. You can see a coin go up 1,000%, but it has no market cap, it has no liquidity. So let's say you put in $1, it goes up 1,000%. Now you're at $1,000, right? Or maybe $100. Oh, that shit confuses me, right? If you can't sell it to anyone, there's no liquidity, then you can't sell it. Then your $100 is basically locked until it either goes back down or, you know, someone wants to buy it. But it's pretty low if you can't sell it once you make the money, right? So we're about to hit 10 minutes on the video. If you made it this far, you know, follow along for more crypto. I'm gonna be updating my portfolio in the market. You know, I'll be posting pretty much consistently from here on out. So if you made it this far, I love you, bro. Let's get fucking rich. You know, I'm just not here to sell you anything. I'm just here to give my opinion. It's not financial advice. Just here to give my opinion and share my personal taste of what crypto can do, what you should invest in. Personally, what I'm investing in, it's no paid community. But with that being said, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you agreed or disagreed. I really want to hear your guys' feedback, and have a great day. I'll see you on the next one.